Howdy. Hey, Carolyn Carpenter here with Hollywood Gatekeepers and Screen Readers on a Saturday. I guess it's afternoon now. Yay. Um, yeah, just saying hello, saying good. I was going to say good morning, but it's not good morning. I've been up for a while. And I don't normally talk about my personal life, but I experienced something last night that was pretty fantastic. And I don't know if you can see Dead Rock West. Woo! I'm wearing my Dead Rock West t-shirt this morning. I went to their record release party last night. Really great band. Amazing. If you haven't heard of them, making sure that we are live. We are. There's Doug. Yay. Hi, Doug. If you haven't heard of Dead Rock West, you need to check them out. They're an amazing band, and I've been friends with them for a long time, decades. They've been playing forever, and they're just really great. And Cindy Wasserman is the singer. She also sings with John Doe, who I've also been friends with. I happen to have a very close relationship with the bass player. It's my husband. So, but he wasn't there last night. He's on tour with a different band. But I went. It was amazing. You should check them out. Cindy Wasserman, Frank Lee Drennan, Jeff Pearlman, Phil Piano, DJ Bodenrake, and you should check them out. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. It was awesome. And then I kind of want to say it because we have a studio here. You might hear my son rapping. So if you hear music in the background, that's what that is. So just wanted to say hello. Hi, Doug. And we're going to get right in today. Our topic, I actually put what our topic is so people could see it. Because if you're anything like me, I always scroll through, look at topics that I'm interested in, click on them. I'm very sort of obsessively listening to things. Amy Porterfield, huge fan. That's how I learned how to do online courses. And Rick Mulready, Facebook. So those are just, and that's in our course that we do. We give a lot of resources away because believe me, I've been doing this for a while, not that long, but very intensely. So much so that my family got me headphones, and they got me a speaker, and they got me all these ways that I could listen to things easier because I'm doing it so much. I call it domestic podcasting. I'm like listening while I'm doing the dishes. Squirrel. So today we're going to talk about knowing your value in Hollywood and in life, in my opinion. So I'm kind of self-conscious today because it's Saturday. I'm more casual. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. These Facebook Live videos don't come easy. I'm just saying. So knowing your value in Hollywood and actually in life. So here's how it goes. You get a script. Wait. Here's how it goes. You are working for a production company. A script comes to your boss, and they choose you to read it because they usually have more than one person they're choosing, and they do try to give the right script to the right person because ultimately everybody wants that script to succeed. It might not seem like it, but they do. They want the script to succeed so that they can do the movie. People really are looking for movies and looking for projects. That actually is true. So they do want the script to succeed. So usually the story editor typically is the person that's delving out scripts, and they know their readers, and that's actually a job that you could possibly get once you start learning how to read scripts. So you get this script. So sometimes, rarely, but sometimes, well, no, it's actually not. Here's the thing about this job. It's so varied depending on, there is no one way. So which is why it makes it a little bit hard to do these Facebook Lives and answer very specific questions because there's a million answers to every question. So the producer will decide who's going to read the script. Let's say it's you. So you get the script, you read the script, you do coverage, which is the first part of the coverage. You break the script down into what it's about, the react structure. We teach you all that in the course, and we'll do little tidbits on that here too. And then you write it. So you write a synopsis, then you write all the good and bad things about the script, and then you tell whether you think they should do the movie or not. Often. Yes, often. So I always want to check to make sure I'm not lying. Unintentionally, it is often. You get the coverage. Well, always you give the coverage back to the person who gave you the script. Then if they are interested in the script, they will give that coverage, not necessarily hand the coverage to the writer, but they will talk to the writer and Sometimes the story editor will then read it if you've liked it and they want to see, then they will read it, or a development executive, which is the next level up, will read it. And that's where this job has led. Like, I do more development now than I do just straight reading. I'm usually developing projects with people now. So the development director is someone who actually works with the writer to improve the script. So, and I have to say, this is sad, but in Hollywood, writers are kind of a dime a dozen. Often they'll go, well, I'll just get another writer, as though that's like, that's going to solve everything. And I really don't like that about this business. If you're a playwright, your word is gold, but you don't make any money. And if you're a writer, a screenwriter, you're kind of a dime a dozen, but you get paid a lot more. So, you know, life throws you curves. So you might be asked to do notes on the script. You give it to the production person. They talk to the writer makes changes. The writer gives the script back, and then they bring it back to you again and say, here's the changes. Read the script again, and the process starts all over again. You read the script again, and then you talk also what the problems are, but how is it improving or getting worse? Like, usually it's going one way or the other. So you talk about, are they headed in the direction that now at this point that the producer has told you it wants to go? So then you're able to comment on that, whether or not it's going in the right direction. And this process can really, I mean, it can happen many, many, many dozens of times. It can just go round and around and around. Sometimes if you start making so many suggestions to the script, and sometimes the project will change writers within that. That's also not unusual. So then you're reading, you know, more copies from other people's. Everyone, great once in a while, and this has happened to me a few times, where they'll say, you know what, your suggestions are really making sense here. Why don't you take a crack at it? And then you can get hired to do some rewriting. Now, here's where this gets tricky. You're getting paid $50, $60, $70 to do a coverage. So what do? Do you say, okay, I'll do it, but you got to pay me more? Do you say you'll do it for your current rate? Oh, I so apologize. My mail, I thought I quit it. Quit that mail. There we go. Sorry about that. We should all quit our mail so we're not distracted. So how do you determine what you should get paid for that? So this is kind of what a long-winded lead into this topic. Is knowing your value, knowing what is your work worth. And as a reader, once you start doing this, actually, and it's kind of interesting, the more you do it, the more people ask you to do it for free. So you're going to get bombarded. At first, you want to do it for free because you're trying to get a job, which, let me just add a little side note in there, is that if you do coverage for free and you call someone and you say you'll do it for free, you got to have references, or you need to have a sample coverage. You need to be able to show them what you do. You need to be able to have references that tell them who you are and that you're worthy of them even giving you a shot. So it's not just that everyone will jump on the fact that you're willing to read for free. So just throwing that out there too. You need to have some depth to that. I read for free for a lot, but I was reading for Sundance already when I was doing that. So that had a little bit of it in there, and they were training me. So that's one of the reasons we're offering this training. So you have that behind you. So anywho, you will be asked to read for free a lot. Friends and family, I mean, my dentist, like everyone, once they find out you do that job, everyone knows someone that has a screenplay. So you need to be able to say to them, well, whether or not you can read for free. You can if you want to, of course. So it's about knowing your value and knowing what is your time worth, knowing what you should be getting paid for that, knowing, holding your own. And we dive into this in a big way within the course. So, and it also reflects on the project that we're doing right now on this course that we're offering. There's a lot of content in this course, and we painstakingly review everything, and we're really always looking, oh, this would be cool, let's add that. Oh, let's put this in. And so, like today, as soon as I'm done, if you're a screen reader out there, brace yourself, here comes the actor's perspective. So I have a BA in drama, and I am also CEO of Neo Ensemble Theater. Little plug for Neo Ensemble Theater, they're awesome. And so I do shows, so I do acting. So one of our bonus modules is how an actor breaks down a script. So if you're an actor, this is awesome. But if you're a reader, it's really important to understand the actor's process so that you have a better understanding of what makes a good character for them to play. So that's coming today. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go do that. So we've put a lot of thought into this course. If you go, the link is here. I went ahead and put it in the comments below. You can go to the Thinkific site where the course lives. I'm in trouble speaking. Thinkific is amazing, by the way. Check them out. They have all kinds of courses there. And we're there, and I'm really proud to be a part of that community. So our course lives there, and if you look at the landing page of our course, you can see everything about it there. It shows actually what's in there. It shows we have the workshop up there. We have a little intro video. You get to see Scruffles, not just here. That's enticing, right? So, and then you can buy it there too. So that's a way you can really look at all the stuff that's in there. What you'll see in there is about half of the entire course. We are still adding things. We're just getting this off the ground. So we're still adding things every single day. So it's really exciting. So we are trying to price it to what we think is, we're trying to keep it possible for people to do, but keep it to where it's reasonable for, knowing our value and knowing what we're presenting. So I just wanted to we're kind of living the example of what we teach in our course about how to know your value, how to determine what you should do for free and what you should go, when is the line between being a doormat and being benevolent? Like really, where is that line for you when you're reading? So it's something that we want to teach you how to gauge, teach you. There are so many ways that you can exchange or do, things that will benefit everyone. So we cover all of that in the course, but it was something that I really wanted to point out to you. This is a self-employment job. Primarily, if you're a reader, you're always looking for work. You're kind of always hustling. And like I said yesterday, if you watched the one yesterday, you don't typically get fired from this job. Work just dries up if it's not working out. Or sometimes companies fold, sometimes they merge, just like life. Every business has some companies last and some don't. And so sometimes it just has to do with the company's business, and sometimes it has to do with you. So that's why there's a million reasons why you might be having trouble finding work. So that's why we teach you how to keep that ball rolling. So being self-employed, you have to really, always kind of be aware of what's out there. But if you are doing good work and you're a nice person and you have integrity and you stand behind the work that you do and you're not trying to disparage or, there's a lot of competition out there. But honestly, I believe so passionately that the people that have integrity and the people that are passionate about helping writers, they rise to the top. I think it's obvious. And Doug really believes that. And we have other people behind the scenes too, one of whom I think you're going to meet tomorrow. I am going to interview him tomorrow, so we can talk a little bit about embracing your 9-to-5 and kind of, that's a big topic, one of the ones I get very passionate about, because this is a job that you can do as a side hustle. But I'm not going to go into that tomorrow. Right now, because that's tomorrow's topic. Can you hear the music? I don't know. It's exciting. I love having music in my life because I can count to 8 over and over. I was a dancer originally, did the can-can in Osbury Farm. Yes, it's true. So, I can count to 8 over and over as a dancer, but my musical ears are kind of not good. So, anywho, squirrel. So, I just wanted to make sure that you kind of get across that this is typically, there are some companies that hire people, but typically it's a self-employment job. So you have to really be able to sit and know your value. And sometimes it's really hard. And it's harder for different personalities. And I'm, for one, I'm like, let's just give it away. And so that's why I have partners that help reel me in. So, but I do think that the work that we're doing is great. And we have tried to price it at a good price where we feel like we give enough value that it's worth it. So, and we are reaching out to all kinds of producers, and I'm really excited because they seem to be excited about it too. So it's only going to grow from here, and we are really excited about where this is headed. So keep an eye on us, stay in the page here. If you're not in the private Facebook group, why are you not there? If you're not in the private Facebook group, you need to get in there because we're even more involved in there, answering questions and just chatting with people. And then the screen readers, they're like, I totally monologue. That's what my son calls it. I just feel like the mama bear in there. So I'm going to get going because I want to get that actor's perspective to the screen readers so they can learn about that. So that's just one of the bonuses. So please leave your questions. Let me check my notes. Hey, I remembered. Looks like I remembered everything I wanted to talk about today. So it's weird because it's backwards. I look this way. Anyway, I get easily confused. What? So I think that's it for today. Let me see. How do you keep all the drafts straight? Doug, I'll answer that. They're color-coded sometimes. They always have the date and the author's name. That's the usual little quick answer to that. But I like looking at Doug's questions afterwards and then giving more thoughtful answers. So I will do that. And if you have questions, stick them down there and I will answer yours too. Have a beautiful Saturday. Have a great weekend. Go check out Dead Rock West, a little plug. And look at the Thinkific site because that the link's right there. On you, it's down here. It's right there. Check it out. And you can really see all the different aspects of the course. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye. Have a good weekend. I'm going to go listen to Dead Rock West. Or maybe my son's rap. Ooh. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. How do I get out of here?